Hey guys, what's up? I am Lestat and welcome to a new review. So, the time has finally come. I've been waiting for this album to come out in order to analyze it properly with you guys. And now here it is, the new Lacrimosa album called Lament. The gothic metal master Tilo Wolff did it again with his 15th album in this the year of the band's 35th anniversary. I already made a review of the previous album, Leidenschaft, which you can find right here, on which I also talked about the entire discography to give a full context of their musical journey and evolution throughout the years. So to save us some time now, we're gonna jump straight to the point with the new album. Let us begin. Lament is, like I said, Lacrimosa's 15th album released on last March 7. It marks the closure of the conceptual trilogy that began with Testimonium on 2017 and continued with Leidenschaft on 2021. It is an album that makes countless references to these past releases to showcase its connection with them. You can already see from the very album's artwork that is conceptually linked to its predecessors in terms of reflecting the feeling of mourning and melancholic bursts of passion that are portrayed in their songs in a roller coaster of emotions that constantly takes you up and down throughout the journey they immerse you in. The linking is also visual, like in most Lacrimosa albums, on which the artworks play a big part of the storytelling. In this little fragment of the album's back cover, you can clearly see an excerpt of the Testimonium artwork. This reference is key to keep in mind, because Lament makes a number of references to this album, which we will see how later, but first things first, here goes the opening track. The album's title track begins in a rather unusual way, with Tilo doing an a cappella singing with a soft orchestral arrangement slowly appearing to join him. An acoustic guitar starts playing some chorus melodies, creating this metal ambience, which slowly goes in crescendo with playing guitars and keyboards gaining presence, until it breaks towards half of the song where the heavy guitars appear providing a sort of climax, to then finishing with the same metal ambience towards the end. Ein Sturm zieht auf is the next song. It begins with a dark piano melody and Tilo's low voice over some soft strings in the background, building a tense atmosphere that then breaks in a very cinematic fashion, with clean guitars and piano creating an intensely melancholic mood. Then the heavier guitars join Tilo who starts singing faster. The song's overall mood makes constant flows in this first dark half until the stormy climax with deeper guitars and percussions, to then starting a brighter ambience with acoustic guitars and piano. As a curious fact, this song is the final part of the Storm trilogy that began in Testimonium with Nach der Sturm and continued in Leidenschaft with Für mich nochmal in den Sturm. You see? All three songs talking about the storm in different contexts, and all three songs are the track number 2 in each album. Then we have Ein langer Weg, with a slightly faster rhythm and acoustic guitars once again starting the ambience with piano melody. You can see that the acoustic guitar will be a centerpiece in this album, just like the piano was on the previous one. Alright, Tilo starts singing in deep style again, with this constant straightforward rhythm of drumming and acoustic guitars, until the heavy ones appear in the chorus. Not much to add about this one, other than its cleaner vibe truly feels like a path that's guiding you to a certain place, maybe somewhere different. On this song we have the first ballad of the album. The happier feeling of its melodies contrasts with the overall slow cadence and the longing and desire expressed through all its lyrics, making it feel darker and with a slight glorious ambience. Also, its minimalistic approach resembles some of Lacrimosa's older songs from their early years, maybe enhancing this melancholic vibe it has. Now in Avalon, we reach the middle of this dark journey. Heavy guitars and symphonic arrangements complement each other throughout the adventurous feeling of the song, with Tilo and Anne's voices doing exquisite interactions, especially in the chorus, where we feel the epic vibe exploding in ecstatic fashion. Then we have this bridge where things seem to rush a little with heavy riffing and a crazy solo, before this interlude with a movie soundtrack feeling begins. And then the string and brass section, again very reminiscent of older albums, like a small breath before the epic ending strikes. Then we have Geliebtes Monster, another slower song with a dark feeling. Clean guitars make their appearance in ethereal style accompanying Tilo's melancholic singing, while also arranging different moods as the song continues, especially after the chorus, where a melancholic lead guitar plays over an acoustic rhythm. The atmosphere feels very intimate, being almost exclusively vocals, guitar and drums. Then, some keyboards appearing towards the ending, where everything explodes in heavy guitars and Tilo singing aggressively with Anne joining him in those assist genote repetitions. And speaking of Anne, this is her starring song. Darkest Night possesses a very sad and lethargic vibe throughout its entirety, where clean guitars are present along with a slow drumming and some keyboards, building a delicate atmosphere to portray the song's personal and melancholic feeling. After a soft clean intro, some hard riffing strikes starting the entire aggressive ambient of the song, almost like punk, portraying the critical concept behind its lyrics. Also, it's easily the heaviest song on the album, mixing this aggressive riffing with the slower and more symphonic choruses in a different tempo to give it more dynamism. And then we have an unexpected turn with some spoken sampling before the ending with Tilo and Anne singing a French outro. Again, not an unusual resource in Lacrimosa songs. Catchy riffing opens the song in a more cheerful feeling, which is also felt in the drums and keyboards. Again, it resembles some key moments of earlier albums, but also has some 80s influences on it. And again, the acoustic guitar plays a central role as the song walks forward, this epic ambience probably reflecting this longing of another life and the possibilities it brings. Finally, the most special song from the album. Memorial starts with a familiar progression, making both musical and lyrical references to Nach der Stunde, song from the Testimonium album. Then, after some ambient flows, the progression resembles Für mich nochmal eine Stunde from Leidenschaft, to finally switching the mood towards an epic closure, referencing the final lines from Ein Sturm zieht auf, track 2 from this album, while the progression, on the other hand, does a full circle reference to the final riffing from the Testimonium album, which is also how it starts, showcasing the perfect way to end this trilogy. So what else to say about Lament? It's certainly admirable that such a renowned gothic band like Lacrimosa can keep their signature sound alive after so many years. And not only that, but also keeping it fresh and innovative, both for the long-time audience and the newer ones too. This new album will remain as a timeless statement of what the word legacy stands for. The ending chapter of a trilogy that brought the most melancholic and dark side of Tilo's work back to the spotlight, showcasing that the Harlequin is more alive than ever before. So, that was it for today's video guys. I hope you enjoyed this review that I felt like doing for this incredible album, paying some tribute to it in the process, but most importantly because they suppose one of my biggest influences as an artist. You will notice a lot of them in basically everything I do. Well, first, if you like this video, just let me know if you like and subscribing to the channel. See you!